city lights, there's a higher calling on all our lives. Let's live to love, not just survive. Wake up, what are we waiting for?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we have Season 4 of Team Hot Wheels vs. Team Spitmaster Competition, Event number 4. But before we get into the races, these are, I'm going to be showing you guys the overall points as of Event number 3. So Austin Rojas is still your leader in the Mud Trucks Captain's Curse with 30 points, the Master Jackinator with 27 points, Monster Jam Firestorm with 24, Savage Boy 84 jumps up to 4th place from I think it was in 24th last time, I believe. I don't know. Don't take my word for that. But he jumps all the way up to 4th place in the Galaxy's Pirates Curse with 19 points. Then we have Monster Jam Collector 2007 with 17 points. Monster Jam X10 with 17 points. Isaac J 1888 with 17 points. Mini Mellow YT with 17 points. Mark Fisher with 16 points. And Mac Bulldog Mac with 15 points, and that's your top 10, and then just look for your name as we go by. Trying to go slow for everyone. And we still have quite a few people who have not made it past round number 1. They have lost in every single event for round number 1, and starting with Antonio Rodriguez III. And last place goes to Fan of a Digger and the Mix 16 Son of a Digger with 3 points. So there you guys go. That is the overall points as of event number 3. So now let's get into event number 4, shall we? Alrighty, guys. So here are the races for round number 1. I actually had to bring out one of my studio lights just because it's starting to get really, it's sunset now. So yeah. So I had to bring out my light just because the lighting in here sucked before. So anyways, here are your races for round number 1. We're going to kick it all off with the Spectre Flame Spike Unleashed and the Galaxy Zombie. Then we're going to head on down here. All of these races are randomized, you guys. They all are. But sadly, if you are facing an opponent you have faced in round number 1 before, I apologize. And there's your previous champ right there, Savage Boy 84 in the Galaxy's Pirates Curse. He takes on the Breaking World Records El Toro Loco. So, yeah. Got a couple blackouts in this row here. And in it all off with Donkey Kong and the Gears Earthshakers. So, there you guys go. Without further ado, let's get event number 4 started with Spike and the Galaxy Zombie. And I'm pretty sure we all know the point system by now. Ooh, good race to start it all off. And Spike just barely takes out Zombie. Next up, we have the Inverse Northern Nightmare taking on the Mix 16 Soldier Fortune. Soldier Fortune takes out Northern Nightmare. Now, I'm pretty sure Wild Thing has lost in every single round number 1 so far. And I believe Brodozer's in the top 15. So this could be a huge boost for Wild Thing if he upsets Brodozer right here. Which is highly unlikely, but we'll see. Holy crap, did he? Oh, wow, that's close right there. Let's head on down. Wow! He upsets Brodozer, and they are both going their separate ways, and this is straight down, you guys. So, Wild Thing upsets Brodozer right there. Good for Wild Thing right there. Oh, good race. Goldberg takes out the Gears Son of a Digger. Next up, we have Chill Out taking on the Boneyard Trucks Mohawk Warrior. Ooh! Chill Out takes out the Boneyard Trucks Mohawk Warrior. Now, here are 2 trucks who have not lived up to the hypes right here. Kraken and Rage and Steel. Let's see what happens. And Rage and Steel comes out victorious. Next up, we have Nightmare Express taking on Cyborg. And Nightmare Express takes out Cyborg. Next up, we have Predator taking on the OCD Meltdown. Oh, good race right there. But it is going to be the OCD Meltdown taking out Predator just barely. Next up, we have a Breaking World Record battle between Soldier Fortune and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. It's gonna be Soldier Fortune taking out Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Next up, we have Steel Striker taking on Great Bite. Nice metal-based battle, and it is going to be Steel Striker just barely blocking Great Bite for the win. Next up, we have Anger Management taking on the Spectre Flames Iron Outlaw. Oh, wow, they both flip, but Iron Outlaw takes out Anger Management with a wheelie. Next up, we have a blackout battle between Gravedigger and Team Hot Wheels Firestorm. Ooh, look at Hot Wheels spin, and I think it's actually Hot Wheels just barely. Yes, it is going to be Hot Wheels taking out Gravedigger. Next up, we have the Thunderbus taking on your Event 2 champ. Ooh, nice front flip by the Thunderbus, but it doesn't matter. I think Captain's Curse got it. Yes, he did. Captain's Curse takes out the Thunderbus, but hey, that was a cool front flip. Give him effort for that. Next up, we have the Holiday Stun Truck taking on the Gears Soldier Fortune. And another good race, but this time it's going to go to the Holiday Stun Truck. Next up, we have Survivor, who I think finished in second place last event. He's taking on the World Finals 20 Avenger. Oh, Survivor flips, and that gives the win to Avenger, so there goes Survivor's streak. Next up, we have the Spectre Flames Monster Mutt taking on Utter Madness. And it's going to be Monster Mutt taking on Utter Madness. As usual, he's doing a wheelie. Next up, we have your previous champ taking on the Breaking World Records El Toro Loco. And it's going to be your previous champ taking out El Toro Loco just barely. And they are both turned to the left, so there you guys go. Next up, we have the Gears Max D taking on the Mix 16 Monster Mutt. And it's going to be Max D getting a push from Monster Mutt for the win. Next up, we have the Mix 16 Son of a Digger taking on the Yellow El Toro Loco. And it's going to be Son of a Digger getting a push from El Toro Loco for the win. That was just like the last race between Max D and Monster Mutt. Huh, ironic. Next up, we have the Galaxy's Megalodon taking on the Pink Scarlet Bandit. And Megalodon takes out Scarlet Bandit. Next up, we have the Spectre Flames El Matador taking on the Blackout Max D. And El Matador takes out Max D. Next up, we have Maximum Destruction taking on Super Trucker. Oh, Super Trucker flips way too early, and a huge win for Maximum Destruction. Next up, we have the Mud Trucks Avenger taking on Thunder 4x4. And it's going to be Avenger taking out Thunder 4x4 just barely. Next up, we have Surf Monster taking on the Blackout Monster Mutt Dalmatian. And Dalmatian destroys Surf Monster. Next up, we have the Blackout El Toro Loco taking on Heartbreaker. And El Toro Loco takes out Heartbreaker. Next up, we have the Blackout Higher Education taking on the Purple 30th Anniversary Gravedigger. Are we literally just going to play a game with Surf Monster, Utter Madness, and Blackout Higher Education to see how many trucks can wheelie during this season? I don't know. Higher Education still gets the win. But seriously, all three of those trucks have been doing wheelies this whole season, and I'm not lying. Galaxy's El Toro Loco takes out Gravedigger the Legend. Next up, we have Wise Guy taking on the Red Scarlet Bandit. And Wise Guy takes out the Red Scarlet Bandit. Next up, we have an elemental truck battle between Hurricane Force and Zombie. Oh, Hurricane Force with a bad flip. That gives the win to Zombie. So far, your Event 2 champion and your previous champion have moved on. Can Blackout Dragon join them? Yes, he can! Wow, he blocked Saigon Shaker for the win. So all previous champions are still in this. Next up, we have the Breaking World Record Zombie taking on the Showtime Trucks Gravedigger. And Gravedigger blocks Zombie for the win. And your final race of round number 1 is going to be between Donkey Kong and the Gears Earthshaker. And Donkey Kong takes out Earthshaker, but that was a super cool save by Earthshaker. I'll give him an A for effort for that. Sadly, these 32 trucks do get a total of 1 point for event number 4, so sorry guys, better luck next time. But here are your trucks for round number 2. We're going to kick it all off with the Spectre Flame Spike Unleashed and the Mix 16 Soldier Fortune. Then we're going to head on down here. I have noticed a couple of trucks who did lose in round number 1 for all events so far. are in round number 2, so congratulations to them. The main two I can think of are Wild Thing and Son of a Digger, so there might be more in here, I don't know. And we still got quite a few blackouts in this round as well. Ended it all off with the Showtime Trucks, Gravedigger, and Donkey Kong. So let's get round number 2 started. First up, we have the Spectre Flame Spike Unleashed taking on the Mix 16 Soldier Fortune. And Spike blocks Soldier Fortune for the win, and yet again, another wheelie sighting. Next up, we have Wild Thing taking on Goldberg. And Goldberg takes out Wild Thing. Next up, we have Chill Out taking on Rage and Steel. Oh, wow, they both flip. And it looks like Chill Out, just barely. And yes, Chill Out takes out Rage and Steel. Next up, we have Nightmare Express taking on the OCD Meltdown. And the OCD Meltdown, huge win over Nightmare Express. Next up, we have the Breaking World Record Soldier Fortune taking on Steel Striker. And Soldier Fortune takes out Steel Striker. He flipped over on his back, and that cost him big time. Next up, we have the Spectre Flames Iron Outlaw taking on the Blackout Team Hot Wheels Firestorm. And Hot Wheels takes out Iron Outlaw. Now here's a race you don't get to see every day. Your Event 2 champion and points leader takes on the Holiday Stunt Truck. Wow, another great race, but it is just barely going to be your points leader getting the win. But great effort by the Holiday Stunt Truck. Next up, we have the World Finals 20 Avenger taking on the Spectre Flames Monster Mutt. And Avenger takes out Monster Mutt. Next up, we have your previous champion taking on the Gears Max D. That was interesting. Okay, I gotta stand up for this. This is actually really close here. I don't know, it looks like Pirate's Curse just barely. No, it's Max D. Here, I'll show you. You can kind of see it, but there you go. It looks like Pirate's Curse, but going down just barely. It is going to be Max D taking out your previous champ. There, right there, is an upset, if that makes any sense. Who in their right mind says there right there? I don't know. I guess I do now. And Son of a Digger takes out Megalodon. Next up, we have the Spectre Flames El Matador taking on Maximum Destruction. And El Matador takes out Maximum Destruction. Next up, we have the Mud Trucks Avenger taking on the Blackout Monster Mutt Dalmatian. And wow, that was unique. Just barely, it is going to be the Mud Trucks Avenger. Man, that glare from that studio light sucks. I'm betting Higher Education does a wheelie. Yep. I'm betting Higher Education does a wheelie on this race. Wow, they both do a wheelie. And it is going to be Higher Education just barely. What did I tell you? There is something up with that truck and wheelies. And oh, a great race, but it is going to be Galaxy's El Toro Loco taking out Wise Guy. Next up, we have the Elemental Truck Zombie taking on your Event 1 champion. And your Event 1 champion takes out Zombie. And your final race of round number 2 is going to be between the Showtime Trucks Gravedigger and Donkey Kong. And Donkey Kong blocks Gravedigger for the win. So these 16 trucks do get a total of 3 points for event number 4. So sorry guys, better luck next time. Which includes your previous champion. So I don't know, he might fall down in the overall points. We'll find that out in the beginning of event number 5. Here are your trucks for round number 3. We're going to kick it all off with Spike Unleashed and Goldberg. Then we got Chill Out and the OCD Meltdown. That's going to be a good race. Same with Mud Trucks Captain's Curse and the World Finals 20 Avenger. Same with these two trucks. And ended it all off with your Event 1 champion and Donkey Kong. That's going to be another great race. So, a couple of great races here at round number 3. So, let's see what happens. Starting it all off with the Spectre Flame Spike Unleashed and Goldberg. And it's going to be Goldberg taking out Spike. Next up, we have Chill Out taking on the OCD Meltdown. And the OCD Meltdown takes out Chill Out. Next up, we have the Breaking World Record Soldier Fortune taking on the Blackout Team Hot Wheels Firestorm. And Blackout Team Hot Wheels, big win over Soldier Fortune right there. Can the World Finals 20 Avenger upset your points leader? Yes, he can with the block. Wow. So that's going to shake up the overall point standings. Next up, we have Gears Max D taking on the Mix 16 Son of a Digger. And it's going to be Gears Max D taking on Son of a Digger. Next up, we have the Spectre Flamezone Matador taking on the Mud Trucks Avenger. And it's a good, smooth race, but it is going to be the Spectre Flamezone Matador taking out the Mud Trucks Avenger. Good race, though. I really don't appreciate the glare that this studio light is giving. Oh well. Huh! What are the odds right there? And your final race of round number 3 is going to be between your Event 1 champion and Donkey Kong. And it's going to be your Event 1 champion taking out Donkey Kong. So these 8 trucks do get a total of 5 points for event number 4. And that's pretty much right in the middle, you guys. I don't know if that might boost you up some spots or lose some spots in the overall point standings. I don't know. Which does include your points leaders. And that's definitely going to shake some things up in the overall point standings for sure. So here are your trucks in the quarterfinals. We're going to kick it all off with Goldberg in the OCD Meltdown. Then we have the Blackout Team Hot Wheels Firestorm in the World Finals 20 Avenger. Gears Max D in the Spectre Flamezone Matador. And rounding it out, Blackout Higher Education and your Event 1 champion. So there is only 3 Spin Master trucks in the quarterfinals, and the rest are Hot Wheels trucks. So it's right now looking like Hot Wheels might win it, but never count out the Spin Masters. Let's see what Goldberg in the OCD Meltdown can do. And a great race right here. And it looks like Goldberg just barely. And yes, it is going to be Goldberg taking out the OCD Meltdown. Next up, we have the Blackout Team Hot Wheels Firestorm and the World Finals 20 Avenger. It's going to be the World Finals 20 Avenger taking out the Blackout Team Hot Wheels Firestorm. But that was a cool save. I'll give him an A for effort for that save. Why do I say 4 so many times? I don't know. My grammar is getting worse every video. And El Matador takes out Max D. And your final race of the quarterfinals is going to be a blackout battle between Higher Education and your Event 1 champion. Huh. Coincidence? I think not. Well, there goes your Event 1 champion, and I'm pretty sure that's all previous champions eliminated. So Higher Education, hey, he's moving on into the semifinals. So these 4 trucks do get a total of 7 points for event number 4, and that's pretty good, you guys, which does include your Event 1 champion, so we'll check out the overall point standings in the beginning of event number 5, so stay tuned for that, you guys. Alrighty, you guys, here's the semifinals for event number 4. Inside of Goldberg, you have Monster Jam Collector 2007. Inside of the World Finals 20 Avenger, you have Monster Jam Firestorm. Inside of the Spectre Flamezone Matador, you have Mac Bulldog Mac. And inside of the Blackout Higher Education, you have that one guy. So, we only have 1 Spin Master truck still in it, and the rest are Hot Wheels, so I don't know. It's looking like Hot Wheels might win this, but like I said last time, never count out the Spin Masters. We have 3 Hangout Squad members in the semifinals, which is actually pretty cool. So, let's go to the first race between these 2 drivers. And Monster Jam Collector 2007 takes Goldberg into the championship race. So sorry to Monster Jam Firestorm in the World Finals 20 Avenger. Dude, you were so close to making it into the championship race. Just make it that one step further, and I know you will have a fantastic shot of winning event number 5. But Monster Jam Collector 2007 is in the championship race. So who's going to join Monster Jam Collector 2007 in the championship race? That one guy or Mac Bulldog Mac? Oh, shoot. I had him facing backwards. Sorry about that. Wow! Mac Bulldog Mac destroys that one guy. And once again, what are the odds of this truck doing a wheelie? So sorry to that one guy in the Blackout Higher Education. You are so good, man. So good. Blackout Higher Education just loves doing wheelies. Sadly, it cost him this time. But better luck next time in event number 5. But Mac Bulldog Mac is in the championship race. So these two trucks do get a total of 9 points for event number 4, and that is very good, you guys, very good. Even though you did not make it into the championship race, 9 points is nothing to be worried about. In the championship race of event number 4, inside of Goldberg, you have Monster Jam Collector 2007, and inside of the Spectre Flames All Matador, you have Mac Bulldog Mac. So we got ourselves 2 Hangout Squad members in the championship race, so hey, good for them. I'm pretty sure Goldberg is in the top 5, and I believe El Matador is in the top 10, so they're both very close in points, so whoever wins this is definitely going to get help from the points, but whoever loses is also going to get help. So yeah, this is both a win-win situation for both of these guys, so let's go to the first race. So here's the first race. And Monster Jam Collector 2007 wins the first race. Will Monster Jam Collector 2007 win event number 4 and become a brand new champion in Goldberg? Or will Mac Bulldog Mac and the Spectre Flames All Matador get a win and tie it and force one more race? And Mac Bulldog Mac forces another race. Man, both of these trucks have been battling it out all event. Spectre Flames All Matador is extremely fast. I would compare his speed to the Mud Truck's Captain's Curse. But Goldberg, on the other hand, has just been upsetting people. Although he did lose to the OCD Meltdown last event, I think that gave him some extra motivation to try to get back into the championship race this event. And look where he's at. So, is your winner going to be Monster Jam Collector 2007 in Goldberg, or Mac Bulldog Mac and the Spectre Flames on Matador? Your winner of event number 4 is going to be none other than Monster Jam Collector 2007 in Goldberg is your winner of event number 4. Congratulations, Max. You are the winner. I am super happy for you. Goldberg has definitely deserved it. Long doing. Even though you did lose to OCD Meltdown in the quarterfinals last event, I think that gave you some extra motivation. My grammar's just getting worse. Motivation to trying to win this event. So congratulations, my friend. So sorry to Mac Bulldog Mac in the Spectre Flames on Matador. Riley, you were so close, man, so close. Just make it that one step further, and I know you will have a fantastic shot of winning event number 5. So, there you guys go. That was event number 4 of Season 4 Team Hotwheels versus Team Spin Master competition. Make sure to crush that like button if you guys like this video. Why not consider subscribing? It's 100% free. You guys can always undo it. We are on the road to 700 subscribers right now. We're like 3 or 4 subscribers away, you guys. Come on. If you're a new person, please hit that subscribe button. Although, you can always undo it, and it's 100% free, like I always say. But come on, guys. We are so close. Let's try to make it there. And also, why not follow me on Instagram at MonsterJamFan0311. You guys get exclusive content on stuff that I'm going to post. And you get to reserve trucks for Monster Jam sign-up series and points competitions. It is always worth it, but I don't force you guys to. I also do leave a link for my Instagram down in my description. If anyone ever reads my description, the link is down there. But if you don't read my description, I'm fine with that. But I'm just saying, it's down there. One last congratulations to Monster Jam Collector 2007 in Goldberg. Max, congratulations, my friend. You have done it again in Goldberg. And by the way, happy birthday, bro. So, coincidence? I think not. So there you guys go. This is Monster Jam Fan 0311 signing out.